Gaza. 2 Hamas militants were killed in an Israeli airstrike in Gaza on Saturday after rocket fire from the enclave hit an Israeli town, as the death toll in violence linked to President Trump's decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital rose to 4. The Israeli military said it had responded to rocket fire by striking 4 facilities belonging to Hamas in the Gaza Strip, 2 weapons manufacturing sites, a weapons warehouse, and a military compound. It called the rockets fired at Israel, one of them hitting the town of Sderot, with no casualties reported, a severe act of aggression. Hamas confirmed 2 of its members were killed in one of the early morning strikes. In a strike Saturday night that hit a military facility in a built-up area, 15 people were injured including a child, according to the Gaza Health Ministry. A day earlier 2 protesters were shot dead near the border fence with Israel during a day of rage against Trump's decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital and move the U.S. embassy to the city. The Israeli military described the 2 as instigators of riots in which demonstrators had rolled burning tires and thrown stones. The contentious White House decision last week triggered widespread protests, with tens of thousands gathering across the region to show their anger. In the occupied West Bank, the Israeli military has used tear gas, stun grenades, and rubber bullets to break up demonstrations. However, the sharpest escalation has been in the Gaza Strip. Hamas, which controls Gaza, has called for a third intifada, or uprising, against Israel in wake of Trump's decision. Hazim Qasim, a spokesman for Hamas, said Israel will suffer the consequences of the escalation, saying the death of the demonstrators and airstrikes come in the context of ongoing crimes against the people of Gaza. It accused the United States of giving Israel cover for these crimes. The uprising of Palestinians shows that Palestinian people are ready to redeem Jerusalem with their blood, and their families will not surrender in their confrontation with the occupation. Israel, citing security concerns, has imposed severe restrictions on the freedom of movement and import of goods into Gaza since Hamas took control of the enclave in 2007. Egypt has also rarely opened its border crossing with Gaza in recent years. International criticism of Trump's decision has mounted, with the UN Security Council holding an emergency meeting on Friday to discuss the issue at the request of 8 of its 15 members. U.S. Envoy Nikki Haley struck a defiant tone in the tense meeting, saying Trump's decision was taken in order to advance peace between Israelis and Palestinians. Palestinians and governments in the Middle East and Europe have said it does the opposite. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas said the United States can no longer be a broker of peace efforts as the decision shows the White House's bias toward Israel. Israel sees the whole of Jerusalem as its capital. The Palestinians, however, envisage the eastern part of the city, which Israel captured from Jordan in 1967 and annexed in a move seen as illegal by the United Nations, as the capital of their future state. Morris reported from Jerusalem.